What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have this little bomb-proof optic from Primary Arms. It is one of their Prism scopes, Prism optics. It is the Gen2 SLX 1x Micro Prism Cyclops, or as many people call it, the poor man's ACOG, and that is absolutely a compliment, not an insult. We're going to get into this optic in 1 second. I have two quick things. One, affiliate links down there. If you want to pick up one of these bomb-proof optics, hook me up. Use those links. Second, we do have a sponsor of today's video, and again, I'll be quick. Leatherback gear. Again, Leatherback gear makes some really nice quality backpacks. Backpacks with a secret. You unscrew the middle of the backpack and you flip it over your head or bring it over your head, and now your front and the back is protected. Inside the front and back, there's some panels. You can put in whatever armor you want, and unlike most backpacks, being this one splits in half, it gives you front and rear protection, which is kind of dope. Again, I'm going to try to get one of the backpacks from them so I can test it and see if it's as nice as it appears to be. But for now, if you want to get more information on Leatherback gear, click the link down in the video description and check them out, and I appreciate it. All right, a Prism scope. Just by the way a Prism scope is designed, they use Prism glass, and on average, a Prism scope is going to be a lot more durable than a red dot. And I said on average. Don't compare like a $700, $800 aim point to a $100 Prism scope. Be realistic. On average, though, Prism optics are very, very durable, and that's one fact I wanted to get through right away and make sure you understand. Starting on the back on this specific one, it does have a very, very nice diopter. If you don't know what a diopter is, it's an adjustment knob for your eyes, for your vision, kind of like a pair of glasses for your optic. You just twist it back and forth to make sure that reticle is crisp, clear, and it looks really, really good for your eyes. Excuse me. Speaking of the reticle, it is an ACSS reticle, and I pretty much love all ACSS reticles. They're very, very simple. They're easy to use. They're useful. They're great battle type sights. I don't like complicated reticles. I'm not smart enough to figure it out, but the ACSS reticles are perfect. Now, this has etched glass, like I believe all Prism scopes do, Prism optics do. And the nice thing about that is you don't need to turn the optic on to get a red dot or anything to aim with. It's like a low power variable optic, so if your battery dies, no big deal. You have that etched glass. Now, the reticle in here, it has the donut of death, the circle of death around it. So if you're very close up on a target, you just put that giant circle on there and let loose. Inside that circle, there is a chevron. The chevron's great for a lot of reasons. Again, if it's somewhat close up, you can just put that chevron on your target and let loose. If you need a very, very precise shot, the tip of that chevron is where you should be sighting your optic in, and you can get very, very, very precise hits on there if you need to. And that chevron also works as a bullet drop compensator. Now, the distance is going to be different depending on the calibers, and I think I have something to roll in here and show you guys. But underneath the chevron, the bottom of the chevron, different holdovers for different calibers for some basic bullet drop compensator. Now, these are available in red and green reticles, so whichever one your eyes pick up better. And on top of it, there's some a ranging feature underneath the reticle as well. Not only does it allow you to range one based on their if they're standing, how tall they are. Assuming someone's about 5'10", the height from their feet to their head, wherever line it lines up with, that's the distance, roughly the distance they are away from you. Man, I said that bad, but I hope you get the idea. Same thing, I believe this reticle also ranges, I gotta make sure. I believe it also ranges with the width of a target as well, 18 inches, whatever the lines line up with a target, that's how far they are away. And yeah, let's continue and not make any more mistakes. The glass, very, very clear, very crisp. As you see here, there's not much distortion. Edge to edge clarity is great. There's no tint. Again, Prism optics don't have to have a tint like some of the less expensive red dots do. Just the technology and the way they are made, so they typically are very, very clear, crisp dots. Now, daylight bright is a term that's thrown around very, very often, and I think 90% of the time when an optic says it's daylight bright, minus a red dot, more a Prism or a low power variable optic, when they say it's daylight bright, they're really, really not. This one is truly daylight bright. On the sunniest of days, it is very, very bright. You do not need to run that illumination on bright days, again, because it's an etched reticle, but for some reason, if you want to, you can. It's in there, and it is extremely bright. Me, if I'm using this during the day, I don't even turn it on. I think that's more of a distraction and glare. I just leave it off and use the etched reticle. But you do you, boo. Whatever makes you happy. All right, battery. Battery's right here on the side compartment. It takes a very common CR2032, and it gets 29,000 hour battery life, which is a very, very respectable battery life for a Prism optic. It has 13 illumination levels, and the bottom 3 are night vision compatible. Now, I want to say this thing, I don't know if I have any footage of it, but it is really crisp and really, really quick, clear under nods. I can't speak. Now, I don't see a lot of people talking about this with this red dot, Prism optic, but it is extremely crisp and clear. I don't know if it's because of it's a Prism or not. I don't know how red dots and Prisms work with nods, one better than the other, but this one works great if you choose to aim through the red dot for some reason. It also has an auto off feature where if you leave it for a couple minutes, turns off. The second it senses any movement, it kicks back on. That helps extend that battery life even longer. Besides a really, really nice box for a budget-friendly optic, it comes with a bunch of stuff. Your manual, your lifetime warranty. It comes with some Loctite, the screwdrivers you need to put on there, the caps, which I never use, cleaning cloth, all that good stuff. But the thing I want to talk about, it comes with all these different mounts and accessories. So if you want to run it at different heights, again, night vision, AK, AR, however you want to do it. It also comes with a cantilever mount to get it a little further back to you, which we'll talk about more in a second. But it comes with all of that stuff. So when it comes with value for any primary arms optic, especially this one, there is a ton of value. What else do we need to talk about? Adjustments. Okay, you have one MOA adjustment per click. Not great there, but they are very tactile. They're very audible, very, very easy to use. You can use a round, you can use a screwdriver. I wouldn't mind seeing half MOA clicks, but me, for a one-time optic, I'm not stretching it out that far because my eyesight is terrible. One of the last things I want to talk about is going to be the eye relief. Typically, a Prism optic has good eye relief, but not, it's better than a low power variable optic, but not nearly as good as a red dot. Red dots are typically going to give you much better eye relief. With that said, the eye relief on this Prism is amazing. It's sensational. I ran it way out on the front of an AK. I ran it on an AR pistol with no brace, so I was way, way, way out there with it. And the eye relief is significantly better than any other Prism I've used before, even some more expensive Prisms. This eye relief is just, it's not red dot good, but it's darn close. I know I mentioned it a second ago, but the primary arms lifetime warranty, it is 2.4 inches tall. It's a tiny little thing. The older primary arms Prism optics were much bigger and not very aesthetically pleasing. In my opinion, this is small and compact, and it looks like a little tank, but to me, it's very, very aesthetically pleasing for you guys out there who care about that. It's about 7.5 ounces with the mount, 5.5 ounces without the mount. So if you need a lightweight build or an AR pistol or something, this is absolutely a great option. Wow, am I talking a lot. Testing. Let's talk about the testing I've done. I've had this for several months. I put quite a few rounds through this on an AK, on my Palmetto Armory AK, which is a good little test. It was on my Foxtrot Mike rifle I've already reviewed. It's on my 3rd gen tactical rifle. I'm in the process of reviewing. I don't know which review will be out first. And then it's also spent some time on this upper from Primary Arms, Expo Arms. I just started this review. It has a couple magazines on that upper as well. So at bare minimum has 1,000 rounds. I think I'm being very conservative on that because all of those rifles have 500 to 1,000 rounds through it. So I'm being pretty conservative, but it has at least 1,000 rounds on it. And all types of shooting, indoor, outdoor. We did a little bit of low light. Did a little bit of night vision indoors, not a lot, just a couple rounds just to see what it was like and how clear it was. And yeah, man, they're solid. They work really, really well. And again, they are very, very durable. Let's talk about pros, cons, what I think of it overall, and then you boys and girls can get out of here. All right, so they're super durable. I love the etch reticles. You don't have to use your battery, or if your battery dies or society collapses and you need an optic, this is a very good choice for any of those. The eye relief for a Prism scope is excellent. It's very, very good. It's compact, it's lightweight, it's durable, has a lifetime warranty. If you're shooting passively through it with nods, it's surprisingly clear and crisp. And I don't know if you care, but I think it's aesthetically pleasing. Cons. This is some nitpicky stuff again, so don't make fun of me too much. But I would like to see a half MOA adjustment instead of a full MOA adjustment. Again, being this is a one-time fixed magnification, only one time, I'm personally not going to shoot this more than 100 to 200 yards because my eyesight is so poor. You folks out there with better eyesight can easily do a lot further, a lot more than that, but I just can't see that far. So without some sort of magnification, I would not do that. So not a big deal. It's a minor thing. Leave me alone. I just wanted to point it out and mention it to you. Overall, I would absolutely give these the Tiberious stamp of approval. Primary Arms makes a ton of very good quality budget optics. I have some of their Holosun Primary Arm red dots. I've used their low power variable optics a ton. I've used their old Prism optics a ton. Now this one quite a bit as well. And especially the Prism. The Prism might be actually my favorite. It is just a rock solid, small, durable, inexpensive, sub $300 is the price if you're wondering. And if you are going to pick one of those up again, hook me up, use that affiliate link. That is all I got for you. But before you go, let me remind you of the sponsor of the video. It's very nice of Leatherback Gear to sponsor me, such a small channel, and it's very, very nice of them. Backpacks with a secret, front, rear protection. There's a link down there if you want to check it out. What else do I want to talk about? I'm on Facebook and Instagram. If you want to know what I'm reviewing right now in real time, once again, the links are down in the video description. I started a second YouTube channel. They're quick 15 to 60 second videos, YouTube shorts. Again, link is down there if you want to check it out. More important than anything else, thank you boys and girls for watching. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you think I deserve it, please hook me up with that like. Go ahead and drop a comment. Enable the bell notification. Subscribe to the channel. If you do any of those things, they truly help me out, and I definitely appreciate it. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!